Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. Or I guess I should say happy Victory Monday. I know you all are not used to seeing me on Mondays, but checking in as always. I am your girl, CWall, the host of Coaching from the Couch. And I'm coming to you today on not just a Victory Monday, but this is also CWall Sports and Entertainment's Coaching from the Couch show anniversary. Today, October the 4th, is the third anniversary of the show, and we are celebrating by introducing our newest show, which is Coaching from the Couch, the Washington football team update edition. So now, of course, as life would have it, we're having all kinds of technical difficulties. Facebook, that is. Facebook is having all types of issues today. When I said, you know what? We're going to roll with it. We are going to absolutely roll with it if we can. And to my understanding, you all are checking in. I can't see anybody's comments. I can't see who's on. I can't see anybody's comments. So normally you all know we love to engage and we love to talk. But just because I can't see your comments doesn't mean I'm not getting them, because I will absolutely get them from our CWall team members. Joy, she is monitoring the chat as she always does. So she'll see everything coming in. Maybe Facebook will get moving. So all we can do is hope, you all. All we can do is hope. But hey, listen, at least we're starting the show on a Victory Monday. So we're starting the show on a Victory Monday. We're going to see how this goes. All technical difficulties and everything. We will absolutely move forward. Before we go forward, I do want to show everybody my beautiful flowers. My beautiful third anniversary flowers. So we're going to do a check-in to see who is on. And make sure you all send me those messages and those comments, because I can't see them. You all know what it is. Every single week, even though it is the Washington football team edition, right? The same thing goes. Some of the things we're going to keep, just so you all know, some of the things we are absolutely going to keep. And one of them is this. When is there a dull moment in DC sports? Never. Never, ever, 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 ever. It's just not even, it's not possible. It's absolutely not even possible to not even have it. We can't have it. I don't know. I don't know if they don't like nice things or what the issue may be, but you just cannot have a moment of peace around here. Let's go ahead and get started and get right on into the show. I really need to know, seriously, y'all know how this goes. Immediately, especially because it's a Victory Monday, another thing that we like to do on the show, you all, is this. We like to do and play a game called, want to bring this up, What's Your One Word? And this is a what's your one word for how you feel after yesterday's win. So I think I see Karen Mingo is on. Could everybody give my mom a shout out? Because we are definitely in the mix and getting started to the What's Your One Word, already jumping in. And as you all know, we have to go ahead and greet everybody to the newest show. And while you all are giving all of your one words, and we're all working through these technical difficulties and updates, I hope Facebook and all of that isn't hacked. I absolutely cannot see any of your comments, but we're getting them through. We're getting them on through. We're getting them on through. Your one word, your one word, your one word. So, you all I know is this. In terms of my one word, I'm thinking, I I was relieved. Actually. That game, it seems like, and this is initial reactions that we're doing on this show. So on this show, we're doing initial reactions to what transpired during the game and also talking about everything else. So I was relieved. I'm starting to see some comments come through, and I think I'm seeing, Corey, you're on. I see you're saying you were exhausted. Cameron Mingo, you said that you're stressed. It was stressful. Absolutely. You name it. It was all of those things and more yesterday. I don't know. It just seems like I made the comment earlier about not having nice things. And it just seems like it is so difficult for this team, for it just to be, not that things are supposed to be easy, but I would like to see things be a little bit more simple. And it just doesn't seem like things are that simple at all. And that's unfortunate. It's truly unfortunate. On top of that, slew of injuries yesterday, which was so super disappointing as well. So let's get into that. Because we just jump right on in, you guys. And while you all are listening and paying attention, like I said, I appreciate you all so much for being on. Despite all of the Facebook technical difficulties, you guys are the absolute best to jump on here to talk Washington football and celebrate the 3rd anniversary of Coaching from the Couch and the new show. You all are the best. So while I'm talking through all of the content, make sure you are sharing the show with your Washington football team loving family and friends, and make sure you're plopping in the comment section exactly all of your takes from the game so I can read some of those off, since I can't put everything into the chat because the chat function is not working. So this is like improv. I'm just going to tell y'all, you know what? Let me just say this. I'm extremely calm. And Joy is commenting in the chat, had this happened 3 years ago, baby, there wouldn't be no show. Anywho, let's move on. It's a good day. Injuries. You guys. Torrey McTyer out for the season. Torn ACL. John Bostic, linebacker John Bostic, it's looking like he will probably be out for the season as well. Yesterday, just not a good day for the Washington football team from an injuries perspective. We're also looking at Brandon Sheriff, who's dealing with a serious knee issue. Logan Thomas, you can see his frustration during the game. He instantly knew something was wrong, and he was ticked off. He was very upset, as you all could see. So Logan Thomas, and on both of them, here's what Coach Rivera said in his presser today about specifically Brandon Sheriff and Logan Thomas. He said, I can't necessarily confirm it as much as I can say those sound viable from the initial reports I got, but until I get a chance to sit down and talk with the doctor to get a complete and full report, I won't know. And I should probably get that in about 15 more minutes, and then I'll probably know. Now, I don't know what happened because I wasn't there 15 more minutes later, and I haven't seen anything else come out. So I don't know. Hope they're well. Hope they are okay. Cam Sims also dealing with a hamstring injury. Diami Brown, knee injury. We also saw Jonathan Allen go down late in the game. Antonio Gibson was visibly in pain during this game. So here's what's interesting, you all. I promise you. At first, I'm thinking to myself, week 4, the team isn't really dealing with a whole lot of injuries. That's what I thought in my head. And even though I just said it out loud to you all, I was thinking to myself, I probably shouldn't say that out loud. And here's why. Because of exactly what happened yesterday. Now it's like 6, 7, 8 people hurt. I got a lot more to say about some of these injuries. I mean, I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump from the plan because we're already kind of improvising here with the Facebook challenges. But we wish everybody well. We want everybody to do well. We want everybody to be well. But let's all also be honest and objective is one of the things that I have to do as a media person and, that line of media person and fan. Hey, here's an opportunity as well for some of the younger guys, especially at the linebacker position, to have an opportunity. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna drop that nugget there, and then I'm gonna come back to it in a minute. Okay, so I'm trying to read all of your comments, and I'm trying. I actually feel like this is a time where I probably should get contacts. This is all. Listen, I have flowers. Okay, I have flowers. I have show anniversary flowers. And we're going to set an appointment with the eye doctor. All right, we're going to go through this thing by position. Okay, by position, and I know you all are dropping your comments in the chat, so please continue to do so, and I will get to them as the conversation goes on. I want to talk about special teams first. I do. I think Russ McCray is on. And if Russ McCray is on, which I believe that he is, based on the little bit my eyes can see, Russ McCray called it yesterday. I don't mind giving people credit when it's due. Okay. Russ McCray is an avid, all DC everything fan, huge supporter of CWall Sports and Entertainment. He said yesterday, right? So I'm saying in the group that DeAndre Carter was due for a special teams touchdown. He was due for one. Russ is a genie. He's absolutely a fortune teller of some sort, because guess what happened, y'all? Guess what happened? You saw it. You saw it, and you love to see it because you haven't seen that in a very, very, very long time. And that is DeAndre Carter, a whole 101 yards. Wow. I couldn't even, I was like, oh my gosh. It was refreshing. I was so excited. I was so elated, like overjoyed even. I was like, wow, we haven't seen that in so long. Oh my gosh, right? Then, because it was a touchdown, then you kick the extra point, right? The extra point. Dustin Hopkins, he kicked it, and he didn't make it. Whew. My nerves are bad all over again. Thinking about that moment of wonder, ruined by a missed extra point. Listen, and I see a lot of folks jumping in the conversation, and I just, hey, I see LB and Damon, and of course John Adams as well. I want to know what you all thought. Like, seriously, I need to know exactly. Randall Martin, Stephen Dennis, you all jump in, and I really want to know. Y'all can tell the truth. Tell the truth. Yes, my mama is watching. She always is. Y'all can say hello to Mama Waller. But look, I really need to know exactly how you felt when Dustin Hopkins missed that extra point. Let me tell y'all something. I was so distraught. I just, but that is just so Washington football team, isn't it? Something amazing, almost miraculous for this team happens. And the moment is ruined by a missed extra point. Listen, I want to show y'all something. I want to get into a bit of what Ron Rivera had to say today when asked about Dustin Hopkins. Let me share this.
Yesterday, just wondering what your position is on his security moving forward.
Well, he's our kicker, and we'll leave it at that.
Ron. I mean, okay. All right. He's right. I mean, let's all take a step back. If you're dealing in facts, because that's what we do in journalism and that's what we do in life. We in facts. He's not going to come out and tell everybody he's fired. He's not going to do that. And that's number one. Number two, he's not going to, he's our kicker and leave it at that. Yes, because he is the kicker. That is a fact. He's on the roster still. He is the kicker. And all I'm saying is there's good kickers have to be just as hard as finding a good quarterback. I mean, and it's not even like, let's be clear about something. I'm not saying that we have to get a Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker is an extremely gifted individual. It is not, he's got something that's just different. That's a whole entire different kind of kicker and person that you're dealing with, okay? That's just, no. So that's not even but an extra point, you should be able to make that. Now, I was talking to some of my media colleagues, and this question came up to me just today, and we were chatting. And it was, well, do you think it could be because of the rookie long snapper? Could it be that? Yes, it could be. It could be a number of things. Dustin, I believe, could be going through something that's a little bit more personal and things of that nature. And of course, when you are, cloudy and you're mental and got things going on, we all know that that's the impact. We all know that has some effects there. So I needed to share that with you all because it was important. He is the kicker. He is the kicker. Now, I thought it was truly compelling with them just trying to go for the 2-point conversions. It was like, Dustin, you know what, man, you take a breather today, and we just not even gonna let you get on right now because you just take a break and sit this one out. And so I don't know, it could be a multitude of things. I mean, sure, maybe with the new rookie, but you missing extra points. We're not asking him to kick a 66-yarder. That's not what we're doing here. It was the extra point. It really sent me into a whole nother stratosphere. And I'm seeing a lot of comments coming in. Hey, listen, Damon, I see your comment. Dustin Hopkins was having problems before. He absolutely was. I'm still confused as to how he hasn't had any competition at this point, but he hasn't. Right now, it seems like he's still safe. But I would like to think that if there was an available kicker, he would be here. That's all I got. That was a lot, y'all, because we had to talk through that. Right there. And I had to show that clip of Ron because I was like, all right, I'm going to move to defense next. Defense. Initial reactions, everybody, on the defense. I want to see your comments in the chat because they're starting to come through a bit, and I can see them, so that's good. Defense. Want to know your feedback. First things first about the defense, in my opinion. Well, hey, I was a little excited that, the Falcons didn't score in the opening drive. That was good. The problem is there were still plenty of third down conversions and the missed tackles. We were talking about this missed tackles, you all. We've been talking about this for a very, very long time. And it goes into the notion of just doing your job and getting the fundamentals right, getting the football one-on-one things right. We shouldn't be talking about missing tackles today. We just really should not. But we are, because that's what they do, right? Missed tackles, and it's so obvious of the miscommunication moments. It's terrible. Let me also say this. William Jackson III, and I know, and I kind of wanted to touch on this a bit about Bobby McCain and his issues and his challenges and his anger toward the media with being negative And here's the thing. This media, and I'm going to put myself in this boat too, did nothing but sing the praises of this defense all season, all training camp, all preseason. Hey, listen, we here to tell the news. We here to share the news. That's what we do. Okay. So the news is y'all not that good. So at least not right now. The news is you're a lot better on paper than you are on the playing field. That's the news. So that's what we're talking about. You do something great and wonderful and amazing. We're going to talk about all of those things too. But William, that's what Bobby McCain, he was, that's in reference to Bobby McCain. But me jumping back now to William Jackson, he gets a pass interference call every game. I'm like, my goodness. Okay, Stephen, Dennis, you don't understand how they are not getting better every week. Right. Okay. You don't understand how they are not getting better every week. Almost dead last in yards given up. You just saying what's a fact. You're just saying what's a fact. If they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, then you're not worried about that, right? We're not talking about that. We're not having that conversation at all because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, here's another thing I would like to say, and this is in support of Chase Young. That roughing the passer call was one of the worst things I've seen in a very, very long time, people. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. That was really bad. And I just hated it so much for Chase because I feel like I talked about this with you all last week on the Thursday show. Okay. I said, you know, Chase got a roughing the passer call early on in the season. He got a couple other penalties. And I think him making that mistake, then it put him in resistant mode. It was almost like he was afraid of hurting the team and afraid of doing something that would further damage the team. And I get that. I absolutely wholeheartedly get that. But like stuff like yesterday, that now, hey, listen, Washington ended up winning the game. I know I'm talking like they didn't win, but they won, right? And that's amazing. If they had not won, if Ron wanted to make a lot of noise about that call, I would have been on his side. I'd have been like, you know what? I'm with Ron on this one because that was terrible. That call was so bad. I was convinced. I was like, okay, they cheating, and refs really do get paid for these games because it was just that bad and that disturbing. So I just was like, I can't deal with all of that because it really infuriated me. Again, the team was able to bounce back. Not so much on the defensive side on the ball, but this is what is going to move the conversation to the offense. The offense. I really want you all's take on the offense because let me say this. Taylor did not look good. He did not look good at first. Early on, poor decision-making, poor play. I'm going to use a word that I've been using for a minute now with Taylor, and is that he is extremely resilient, and I dig resilience. I dig it. I'm with it. I like resilience. Who are you in the face of adversity says a lot about who you are as a person. And when you are the leader of a team, because I tell people all the time, y'all heard me say this again, I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care what position you play. The quarterback is the leader of the team. It's the quarterback. Always. It's the quarterback. You have other leaders in other positions. Absolutely. But that quarterback, you got to move according to how he moves. Listen, resilience is his bag. And I'm with it. I like that kind of thing. So what he was doing well, he continued to do. I like that it seems like they're cultivating his strengths, which is a great thing. And as I shared with you all last week, hey, listen, we're just going to have to get into these growing pains with Taylor. We're going to have to sit back. We're going to have to watch it. We're going to have to deal with it because he doesn't have that much experience. So they got to roll with it. Taylor made it do what he did. He did good. He did all right. He came through. He came through, because at the beginning I was like, my gosh, but this is the same thing that I said. We're going to have to sit there and watch this play out. Is what that is. Let me ask y'all this question real quick. Moving on, still offense. Please, somebody tell me, where would we be without Terry McLaurin? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for Terry McLaurin. Because listen, we be in bad shape without Terry McLaurin. I'm here to tell you, we would be in bad shape without Terry McLaurin. Whoo! I'd be like, Lord, thank you. Glad he's on the Washington football team. Thank you, Terry, for all that you do, for keeping this team afloat, for certain. Great things for me yesterday: DeAndre Carter, Terry McLaurin, Taylor Heineke. I know they got the game balls. They absolutely deserve the game balls at the end of the game. The defense is still not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not. They are not. They are not. They got to clean that up. And the schedule doesn't get any easier. So as we're continuing to talk through all this, here's some other updates from Ron today. It's looking like, because Logan Thomas is dealing with that injury, he's already said Sammy's Reyes, he playing on Sunday. Sadiq Charles is playing on Sunday against the Saints. So I wanted to show a couple other things. I got to show this video. Got another clip. Ron's thoughts on how the team hit, and basically his expectations and where they are right now at 2-2. Check this one
out. 1 quarter through. I know you kind of judge the season into quarters. You're 2-2. Is there almost a sense of relief and maybe fortunate knowing that your defense is not played up to their ability, that you're 2-2 on the season at the quarter part of the season?
I wouldn't say relief. I'd say disappointment, because I think if we lived up to or played up to our abilities, our capabilities, if we done some of the things I think we're capable of defensively, I think we could be better than 2-2. And but we're not. So we are what our record says, and that's 2-2. We've got some things to work out, some things to get ourselves to do to give ourselves a chance to win football games. And so I'm excited as we start the second quarter of the season.
I could dig that. I'm with Ron. I get what he's saying, and I'm with him. I get what he's saying, and I'm seeing some of the comments coming through. Wallace, Terry McLaurin is playing his way to a big contract and a Ring of Honor spot. Absolutely. Taylor Heineke and Terry McLaurin equals TNT. I love that, Wallace. I also see your comment. I got to go back to it. Corey, if they line up next week for excuse me, I had to laugh out loud. Kind of caught myself. If they line up next week for 4th and short and they're in shotgun, I'm going to break my TV. Please don't break your TV. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, before we close out, we absolutely have to get to the drama. I know y'all already saw it. Breaking news, of course, from the Washington football team. Federal law enforcement, the DEA, and the Loudoun County Police was all up and through the Washington facility last Friday. Head trainer Ryan Vermillion, who has spent like 9 or 10 years with Ron Rivera, has been placed on administrative leave due to an ongoing criminal investigation that is unrelated to the team. JP Finlay, Grant Paulson, and Julie Carey of NBC were first on this news, so that's why I'm sharing their tweet. Listen, can we go a season without all this drama? Is it possible? Is it possible? Is that a season where we could just talk football? I guess not. Listen, you guys, that's all I had to say about that. I just had to say it because it was breaking news. It's part of the day. We're going to get into what week is this? Week 5. Washington playing the Saints on Sunday. And as you all know, the Giants beat the Saints in overtime. So we got to talk a little bit about that. I got to go ahead and watch that game. I've not had an opportunity to check that game out yet, but by the time we connect again on Thursday for the Culture from the Couch DC Sports Edition, I will have watched that game thoroughly because, hey, you know me, I'm like, well, if the Giants beat them, Washington football team got a chance any given Sunday. But I really want to see what transpired and what went down. It looks like Saquon Barkley is back in Saquon Barkley form. So we'll see. We'll see. And we'll talk about that more on Thursday. But hey, listen, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for all the anniversary remarks. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for sharing the show. You all, this is a ride. I won't call it a wild ride because it's not necessarily wild, but it's a ride. And I'm glad that you all are here with myself and the rest of the CWall Sports and Entertainment family to enjoy this ride together. So listen, we will be seeing each other more during the week, not just on Thursdays. It'll be on Mondays too, y'all. And I'm excited. Very, very excited. Thank you all again for the well wishes. It's much, much more to come from the CWall Sports and Entertainment family. And I will actually see you guys on Thursday.